Alright, so getting ready to change my tractor hydraulic fluid. So many hours I get on the tractor. One of the reasons I'm changing it is because of the hydraulic noise I'm hearing from the pump. This is a 12 by 12 transmission on here with a shuttle shifter here. So we got 4 gears, 4 forward and reverse gears, and you got 3 different ranges with this stick here. And then you have your, not a power reverser, but a shuttle shift. Basically, it's synchronized, reverse forward and reverse forward. So this is the noise I'm getting from my hydraulics. Start it up. That hydraulic pump making noise. I'm going to raise the RPMs up a little. Get outside the tractor, you can hear that hydraulics better. It's making kind of a squishing noise. It sort of sounds like there's air in the system. We'll get over to the side where the filters are. Hear that noise? This is where the filters are. So it sort of sounds like it's sucking air. I think the filters are getting clogged up with sludge. So that's one of the reasons I'm changing. Also, get here when it's a little quieter, the hydraulics are really slow. Make sure I got this tractor has a lockout for the hydraulics. See how slow the hydraulics are. Bucket raises really slow. I'll speed it up a little bit. Let's go to 2,000. Still pretty slow. You can hear the squishing noises go away when they come back when I stop raising the bucket. I'm thinking the filters are getting clogged. There's a couple of reasons why I'm changing the fluid today. It's a 65 horsepower tractor, diesel, 4-cylinder. It's basically a Fiat drivetrain. So there's the 4835. It's a new Holland. They had a partnership with Ford for a little while, for quite a while, and this was towards the end of their partnership. They produced this tractor, and it's got a 7310 loader on it. So, changing the hydraulic fluid, I'll show you this tractor. You check the hydraulic fluid on the back here, right at the back of the tractor. Near your top link here, there's a dipstick right there. See it? So this fluid has quite a bit of moisture in it. It looks a little milky once you've run it for a while. It looks a little milky, so I'm going to change it. And I'm getting some brake chatter. It has wet brakes in the differential, so it's chattering, and that fluid is filled with water, probably. It's quite old. This is where you add the fluid, up on this tube right here. Okay, you can probably, I'm going to see if I got my pump. I have a small pump that's for pumping diesel fluid. Let's see if I can use that to pump the hydraulic fluid back in, because this takes about 15 gallons. And there's 4 drain plugs. I'll start at the back here, and I'll show you. There's I painted them white so it'd be easier to see them. See that? There's that drain plug for the rear end. It's right on your 3-point lift bar. It's right here where the shaft comes out, and there's a bolt with a washer right down there. Okay, and then there's 3 other drain plugs. Take a look under the driver's side here. Alright, so get towards the middle of the tractor, just in front of this tire here, front of the back tire, right down on the ground. And you can see those 2 bolts I painted white. Those are 2 drain plugs for the transmission. And there's another one in a low spot right there that I painted white. So if you have a 4835, there's several other models that are real similar to this. I think they made this tractor for like 3 or 4 years, this series, and then they went to another series. It's basically the same tractor, but they started calling it a different model number and letters designation, which I don't know offhand what they are. But when I was doing research on this tractor, I saw that there was many similar. For probably about 10 years, they made them real similar to this one. So there's plenty of parts availability, and these are pretty common tractors that are out there. So that's where you drain the hydraulic fluid. Okay, so I showed you the drain points on this tractor. Here is the filters. Right here is the pump, and there is one of the filters here, another one right here. It takes the same filter for both of these. I looked at the date codes on these, and they hadn't been changed in like 5-10 years. I can't remember. One had an older date code than the other, but they're very old filters, so I'm thinking they're starting to get clogged up. One of these is for the hydraulics, and I can't remember which one's which. One is for hydraulics, and one is for the power steering on here. Not sure if you can tell the date or not. So that's the filters. And like I showed you earlier, the drain points is 4 drain plugs. And here is the hydraulic fluid I bought. It's some High Shield. Just a name I've never heard of, but I got it from Co-op. It's their house brand. I talked to the guys down there, and they said this would work good. It's I think this is a full synthetic hydraulic fluid. They said that would meet the spec of this tractor. Also went and got some filters from Napa. Now if you look online for these filters, I took the number off of the filter that's on the tractor, and if you look them up, they're like $100 to $200 per filter. But I found, cross-reference, this one right here was $80 at Napa, and it's the same filter. Napa has good quality parts too, so I trust them. And these are all wrapped up in here. There's the number for that. It's a big filter. It's a really big hole in it. So we'll get all that changed out, and I'm pretty sure my hydraulics will be working properly again. They'll be a lot faster. And the fluid has a bunch of moisture in it, so this will be better for the tractor, less corrosion inside. Alright, I'm going to take out this first plug here. See how much we get. It's 15 gallons total. So, oh man, it really is full of a lot of water. Take a look at it. It's very milky. Here is drain plug. Looks like a bunch of metal on there. So it's been a very long time since it's been changed. I imagine the filters are really clogged. See how much I get out of this. I got a 5-gallon bucket here. We'll see how much fluid comes out. This tractor has a common sump, so it does share the same fluid for the differential and transmission. It's a manual transmission. So here we go. We're gonna go. I got that one full. I got the plug out, and I'm just gonna let it slow drain. I'm gonna take out the second plug. I can get this arranged in a way it'll catch them both. There we go. Second plug. That's pretty nasty too. Since it's manual transmission, I'm not surprised there's some metal. You know, if you crunch your gears a little bit. Well, that not much came out of that second hole. 90% of it, well, about 7 gallons come out of here. Maybe half a gallon or so out of there. Just gonna let this drain for a good 20 minutes or so. All right, this is drain plug number 3. This one is where it goes to the front differential transfer box. This one has a really big plug. Let's hope it has less than 5 gallons in there. This one doesn't have a magnet on it. That one is pretty, it's a common sump, so they're all the fluid is really set up with water, soaked up a lot of water. Okay, this is the last drain plug. This one's on the differential. It's probably quite a bit of fluid in this one. Let's see, it's kind of awkward. Get in there to plug out. It's probably gonna end up going all over. Yeah, that one's pretty milky too. All right, there we go, guys. That drained all 3 units. 4 different plugs pulled out. And you can see there was a lot of moisture in the oil. I've never seen hydraulic fluid look like that before. It's pretty bad. I let them drain for a good long time. I gave them about a half hour to drain, so I got as much as possible out of here. So next I'm going to be taking off the filters. We'll cut them open and see what they look like. All right, here we are, changing the filters. I got one here and one here. I'm using a strap wrench. These are pretty big filters. That one broke loose. Let's put him under here. Stir up a bit, let it drain. All right, I got that first filter loose. It's a strap wrench. It's real milky with the chickens. They're always getting in something. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Don't make it too big a mess. That's kind of wedged in there. Stuck in that pipe there. I need 2 hands. Alright, there we go. I primed that up. Some fluid, so it doesn't have a dry start on the pump. Right, I cut the hydraulic oil filter open. This is an original equipment type filter. So here's what's inside. Let's see, take a look in here. It's the spring. It's kind of slimed up. A lot of moisture in the oil. So let's take a look in the pleats here. It's dirty for sure, but it seems to be like a lot of slime buildup. I think that was causing a restriction in the filter. So my hydraulics are working real good now. But definitely needed to be changed out. All right, I got the oil and filter changed, so let's take a listen. See if it sounds any better. I'll bring it up to definitely sounds better. You don't get that kind of squishing noise it was making earlier. Let's check out the hydraulics. See how the motor raises up and down. It's better. Let's close this one. Straighten the bucket up. If it goes up a little faster. Oh yeah, immediately, really fast. The hydraulics are working way better now. Super speedy. Tilt. Yeah, way better. I think the filters were just clogged up.